Jai Jinendra, everybody. Can everybody hear me? Am I audible? Okay. Shall we begin today's class with a prayer? Okay, so join your hands and close your eyes. Namo Arihantaram. Namo Siddharam. Namo Ayariyanam. Namo Vasayanam. Namo Loe Savasa. Eso Panchanamokaro. Sava Pava Parasaro. Mangalanam Cha Savesim. Paramam Havai Mangalam. Okay. You can all open your eyes. So, how many of you all know that today is some festival? Okay, who's going to tell me which festival is it? Yes, Kahan?
Paryushan.
Okay, and for how many days is it?
8.
8 long days. So why do we celebrate the Paryushan? Why do we celebrate this festival? Yes, Ridya?
To have 8 days to respect our Parmatma and pray to thank Parmatma and get rid of all our sins that we've done over the year.
Okay. How many of y'all feel this is the right reason? How many of y'all agree with her? Okay. Anybody else? Any other reason except for this? Okay.
So one of the reasons is also to think about all the bad things you've done in this year and try to pray for them to say, Bhagwan, I'm sorry for all the bad things I've done this year.
Okay, great. So, everybody agrees to these reasons? Okay. Now, today I'm going to tell you that instead of these reasons, we have another reason that we are going to focus on. And another discovery that we are going to make in this Paryushan. And do you want to know what that is? How many of y'all saw today's slide before coming here? How many of y'all know what we are going to study today, what we are going to talk about today? Yes? Ira, will you tell us?
We're gonna learn about Paryushan.
Yeah, we are going to learn about Paryushan, but do you know what specifically we are going to learn about? Today, we are going to talk about some superheroes. We are going to talk about some superheroes and a different superpower called the power of selflessness. How many of y'all like watching superhero movies or something like that? Be it Avengers, be it Spider-Man, Superman, you name it, Batman, whatever. You like watching superhero movies? Many of y'all do. But do you know, apart from these superheroes, there were a lot of different superheroes in our Jainism too. And years ago, they did so many things, so many such good deeds that they became superheroes too. And that's not all. When we talk about those superheroes today, you will come to know that even you can derive all those superhero qualities and you can become superheroes too. So, how many of y'all are excited to learn about this? And how many of y'all want to discover these superpowers that are within you? So every single day, we shall be telling you about these superpowers, and at the end of the session, we shall be giving you superpower mantra as well. So to discover and to release or unleash these superpowers from within you, we shall be giving you these power mantras as well, so that you can discover these powers as well. Okay? So are we ready for today's superpower? Okay. So first, before we begin, who will tell me what is the meaning of selflessness? Anybody? Yes, Reet.
To think about others instead of yourself all the time.
Okay. So that is selflessness? Yes. Thinking about others before thinking about yourself is known as selflessness. So let us do a small activity. Okay. Are we ready? what you have to do is simply extend your hand towards the screen in a way that I can see it. Extend your hand towards the screen. Okay. And how many of you all have extended your hand like this? Keep your hands up. Okay. And how many of you all extended your hand like this? Okay. And how many of you all extended your hand like this? Okay. So in this world, there are majorly two types of people. How many types of people? Two types of people. One who extend their hand like this to ask for stuff, to get something. And another type of people are those who extend their hand like this to give stuff, to give other people. So what do you think? Who are you like? Are you always asking for stuff or are you giving stuff? Is your hand always like this or is your hand like this? Okay, so throughout this session, we are going to think about this at the back of our mind. And to begin, I am going to tell you all a story. Now, in the olden times, there used to be no allopathy or homeopathy or any medicinal doctors, but when anybody used to get ill, when anyone used to get sick, they did not call upon doctors. Instead, they called upon Veds or such doctors who used to treat people with a lot of different herbs and medicinal plants and different pastes of stuff and natural elements to cure people. Did you understand? This is the third kind of category of doctors who did not treat anybody with medicines or with any kind of surgeries. But what did they do? They use different medicinal herbs, they use different natural elements to cure the people. Now, this is the story of one such Ved. What are they called? They are called Ved, okay? And this is the story of one such Ved whose name was Jivanand Ved. And what did they do? They used to look at people's hands, they used to look at people's walking style, and they used to look at people's faces and come to know what their illness is. What kind of illness do they have? Now, Jivanand Ved and his 4 friends, those 5 friends, they were in a jungle, in a forest. And from very far off, whom did they see? They saw a Sadhu Bhagwant. They saw a Muni Bhagwant. And upon looking at that Muni Bhagwant, do you know what they did? Now, Jivanand Ved, he was an expert in his field. So, when he saw this Sadhu Bhagwant from far away, you know what he did? He went to the Sadhu Bhagwant and he saw that he was walking very weakly. He was very frail and he looked like he had some kind of disease or illness. So Jivanand Ved, he saw this Sadhu Bhagwant and he instantly came to know that this Sadhu Bhagwant has some kind of illness. Now, even if he had a lot of illness, the Sadhu Bhagwant was in Sambhav. Does anybody know what does Sambhav mean? Can anybody tell me what does Sambhav mean? What is Sambhav? Who knows? Yes, Ira?
Does it mean luck?
No, it doesn't mean luck. Can anybody tell me? Kahan, yes?
I think it means that he wasn't too tired or wasn't stopping.
Okay, you are very close. So shall I tell you what yes, Hia?
I think it means peace.
It means peace. Okay, you are also very close. Yes, Reet?
Where like they have like a certain mindset that they want to like do something, and
Okay, very close. So, shall I tell you what does Sambhav mean? Okay, Shrey has an answer. Yes? Oh, you are on mute.
Staying calm.
Yes. Staying calm and equanimous in happiness or sadness. Being in a neutral, in a base state, even in happiness or in sadness, even in pain or in sorrows. Okay? So this saint or any saint, they are always in somehow, right? Even if they have a lot of pain in their body, even if they have any kind of tapasya, even if they are doing anything, what do they maintain? They maintain this sambhav. Okay, so this Muni Bhagwan, even if he had a lot of pain in his body, he had a lot of worms crawling in his body, he had a lot of diseases, yet he was in complete sambhav. But the Ved, Jivanand, he came to know that there is some kind of problem. So he walked up to the Muni and he asked him that if you allow me, if you permit me, can I please treat you? Can I please do something to cure you? And what did the Muni Bhagwan say? He said, okay, you can do it. And upon receiving the permission of the Muni, what did he do? He started treating the Muni Bhagwan. But for the Muni Bhagwan to get cured, he required three different things. Now remember this very carefully and listen very attentively, because at the end of the session, we are going to have a Kahoot quiz. So only if you listen attentively, you will be able to answer. Okay? Okay. So the first thing that the Ved required to cure the Muni was an oil called Lakshpat oil. And this oil was made of a lot of different herbs and different ingredients, due to which all the pain and all the worms of the Muni Bhagwan's body would come out. The next thing that they required was a precious gem-studded shawl. Now, this shawl had a speciality that it would stay cold in the summers and it would stay hot in the winters. Okay? And this was very precious, it was very costly, and it was so costly that nobody in the village had it. But Jivanand Ved made sure that he wanted to find that blanket anyhow. So he went out in the village, he and four of his friends. The five friends, they went out in the village and they started looking for the blanket. And they found it with one rich merchant. So they requested the merchant to give them the blanket. Now, since this blanket was very costly, what did he do? Do you think the merchant just gave it away? No. The merchant said, this is a very precious, a very costly blanket, so I'm not going to give it to you just like that. You have to pay something. It is for about 1 lakh gold coins. So I'm not going to give it to you just like that. You are going to have to pay up. And all the 5 friends, they said that ask for whatever prize you want, take whatever you want, but we need this blanket. They said that we need this blanket to cure a Muni Bhagwan, right? They said that we don't want this blanket for ourselves. We know that it is very precious, it is very costly, but we don't want the blanket for ourselves. We want to cure. Whom did they want to cure? Whom did they want to cure? The Muni Bhagwan, right? So, to cure the Muni Bhagwan, they needed this precious blanket. And so they requested the merchant that we want to cure a Muni Bhagwan. And coincidentally, this merchant turned out to be a Jain Shravak. And he said that okay, if it is to cure a Muni Bhagwan, if it is to cure a Sadhu Bhagwan, I am going to give you the blanket. The friends and the Jivanand Ved, they were ready to pay whatever price it took because they were sure that they wanted to do selfless service. They wanted to do selfless seva. They wanted to do vayavach, right? So they knew that anyhow, whatever happens, I want this blanket. And then finally, they got the blanket. So what did they do? They went to the Muni Bhagwan, and once they got the blanket, they put it on the Muni Bhagwan's body. Okay, they covered the Muni Bhagwan's body with that blanket, and within no time, all the worms that were in the Muni Bhagwan's body due to the illness, they started coming out and they got attached to the blanket. Now, if the worms must have come out of the body, the Muni Bhagwan must have felt so much of peace, right? He must have felt so much better. Yes or no? Yes. And after this, the Jivanand Ved thought that I don't even want to kill these worms. I have taken them out from the Muni Bhagwan's body, but I want to make sure that even these worms don't die. So what did the friends and Jivanand Ved do? They found a dead body of a cow and they put the blanket on that dead body so that the worms can get their food from the dead body and nobody else has to suffer from the worm. Did you understand what happened? Okay, and after that, do you know what happened? For 2 or 3 consequent days, the Muni Bhagwan was treated and he became completely cured and he started doing his normal life, living his normal life, doing all the normal things. He started giving sermons, he started preaching everybody, he started going around everywhere. And so, this is how Jivanand Ved and his 4 friends cured the Muni Bhagwan at any cost. Now, who was the superhero in this story? Who's going to tell me? Yes, Takshil?
Jivanand Ved.
Yes, Jivanand Ved was the superhero. And what was his superhero quality?
That he was selfless.
Yes, he served selflessly, right? He performed a selfless service of helping the Muni Bhagwan at any cost, right? And do you know that whom did this Muni Bhagwan become in the future? Do you know what was the future of this Ved and his 4 friends? Okay, I'm going to tell you. Jivanand Ved, in the future, he became Parmatma Mahavir. our first Tirthankar, out of the 24 Tirthankars, who is our first Tirthankar? Shri Rishabdev Bhagwan, right? And Jivanand Vaid, because of doing so many good deeds, because of binding so much of punya, because of binding so much of merit, he became, after a few births, after like a couple of births, Jivanand Vaid's soul became Rishabdev Parmatma, right? And what do you think the four friends became? Jivanand Vaid's four friends, do you know what they became? They became the family members of Rishabdev Bhagwan. Do you know what the names of his sons and daughters were? Rishabdev Bhagwan's sons' names were Bharat and Bahubali, and his daughters' names were Brahmi and Sundari. So all these five friends, what happened with them? Because of selfless service and selfless seva, what was their birth like, their future birth like? Was it dull or was it bright? Was it a good birth or was it a bad birth? It was very good, right? Jivanand Vaid himself became Parmatma Rishabdev, and his family members, what did they become? Even they in that birth became Parmatma, right? They all went to moksha. So that means that if you do selfless service, if you help somebody selflessly without thinking of yourself, one good thing that happens is the other person feels good. And the second good thing that happens is you yourself feel good, right? When you help somebody, when you see a smile on someone else's face, doesn't that bring a smile on your face? Yes or no? When you help somebody, what has your experience been? When you help somebody, when you give somebody something and looking at their smile, you also become happy, yes or no? And just think, by helping Jivanand Vaid, by helping the Muni Bhagwan, how much happy must the Jivanand Vaid be feeling? Will he be little happy or very happy? Very happy or like super happy? Okay. So, have you ever seen Param Gurudev's photo? Or have you ever met Param Gurudev? Some of you have and some of you haven't. But when you look at Param Gurudev, what does he do? Does he always ask for something? Or is he always giving something? He's always giving something, right? He's always extending his hand forward to bless everybody. Yes or no? Yes. He always blesses everybody. He never asks for something from anybody, right? So, even we like to go to such people who are always giving, right? Or do you like to go to people who are always taking something from you? What do you prefer? Ara, what do you think? Would you like to go to somebody who's always taking or somebody who's always giving?
I would go to someone always giving.
Okay. What about the others? Does everybody agree with Ara? We always like to go to people who are giving something. And if we are givers or if we are takers, what would people like? Would people find you more approachable or more somebody whom you could go to if you are a giver or if you are a taker? The action is giving or taking. What do you think? Why would people like to come to you if you are a giver or if you are a taker? if you are a giver, right? So to develop this quality of selflessness, to develop this quality, this superpower of giving, what do you require? How can you develop this quality? What did Jivanand Ved have that he was so selfless? He had a very compassionate heart, right? A compassionate heart that cared for everybody, for each and every one. And to be caring, is it necessary for us to be doctors? No. Is it necessary for us to be wealthy? No. It is very simple. All you need is to care about others. All you need is to think about others first, right? Even Jivanand Ved, and while Jivanand Ved was helping the Muni Bhagwan, was he going to get anything out of it? Was he going to get a lot of money? Yes or no? No. Was he going to become really famous? No. Was he going to achieve any big gift or some achievement? No. He had no selfish motive, but he just had one bhav. He just had one good feeling in his heart that if I help this Muni Bhagwan, he will be able to complete his practices, his Sanyam life in a very peaceful manner. So with that bhav in his mind, with that bhav in his heart, he did selfless service, right? He did selfless seva. And by doing this, he bound so many good karmas, right? He bound so much of punya. So I'm going to ask you, if I ask you right now that you are supposed to do a selfless deed, an on the spot selfless deed, what do you think you can do? Can anybody give me an example of a selfless deed that you can do right away? Who has something in mind? Okay, Ira, you can go first.
So like if someone like needs help on the road and they don't know how to do stuff, you can help them. Like if they're carrying a grocery bag or something like that.
Okay, but I'm talking about the on the spot deed right now. Does anybody have any ideas for that? You can feed the neighborhood dogs, okay? Who else has an idea? Okay, Ara Srivastava.
My name is Anya. It says over here because I can't change it. But
No
what
problem.
I say that we have a neighborhood park over here. We could pick up the trash that is left on the ground.
Yeah, these are good things that you can do after the session. But what about on the spot? Right now, right away. What is that one selfless deed that you could do right away? Okay, Anya, Jamar.
Wait. Like something you can do right now?
Yeah.
I was going
Okay.
to say something that you can't do right now exactly.
Okay. How about Mohit?
Long time ago, me and my friend were picking up trash from the ground.
Okay, but right now in this
Right
session.
now. What can you do?
Okay, Samaksh.
To praise some,
Praise someone.
praise somebody.
Praise somebody.
Okay, what does that mean? Can you praise anybody right now and bind some good karmas?
Yes.
Whom will you praise?
You.
Okay. What will you praise? How will you bend good karmas?
You speak so nicely.
Like speak so nicely.
You speak so nicely.
You speak so nicely.
Is that what you're saying, or is that what your mother is saying? Will your mother bind good deeds, or will you bind good deeds? Okay, no problem.
She's helping me.
She's helping you. Okay, no problem. So she's binding good karmas because she's being selfless, right? She's being selfless. Okay. Yes. One thing is by praising somebody. And another option is, okay, last one or two options and then I'm going to tell you. Okay, who wants to go? Okay, Kahan, you can tell us.
Ma'am, say sorry to everyone you have hurt.
Okay. Okay, that could be one of the options. Okay, Reet.
Like if you have like a sibling that's like also like with you, then you can, if they're confused, like you can help them understand.
That's a good option. Jay.
Wait. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. One thing you can do is like not litter.
Not litter. Okay. But the on the spot selfless deed, how many of you all thought that let me just note down all these points so that I can share these points with everybody? Okay. And some of you all have your parents sitting next to you, but some of you all don't. How many of you all thought that let me call my parents here so that even they can listen to this session? Even they can learn something new. Some of you all have your parents next to you, some of you all don't. So thinking about others, thinking about how others can benefit is an act of selflessness, right? Okay. Now we are going to do the Kahoot quiz. Are we all ready? Yes? Are we all excited for it? But before we go on to the Kahoot quiz, how many of you all want to know the power mantra for today? To unleash this superpower of selflessness, what is our power mantra going to be? Okay, I'm going to tell you. But before that, what you have to do is, there's a specific way that we are going to recite this power mantra so that it gets activated. Okay. For that, you have to copy me. Okay. Look at me. You have to put your hands like this. Okay. And close your eyes and concentrate on this power, this energy, this magnetic power, this positive energy between your hands. If you hold on properly, you'll be able to feel some energy. Can you feel it? Have you ever seen how Param Gurudev charges his mala? How many of you all have a mala? Many of you all do. Some of you all don't. No problem. So, when you get this mala from Param Gurudev, do you know what he does? He keeps it in between his hands and he charges it with a lot of positivity and a lot of superpowers. Similarly, even we have the capacity to charge something, to create positivity with our mind and with our hands. There's this positive energy between our hands. So, whenever we learn the power mantra in these 6 days or 7 days, we shall keep our hands like this, close our eyes and focus on our hands and create the shield of positivity and recite the power mantra. So how many of you all are ready to learn about today's power mantra? Are you ready? Do you want to know? Shall I tell you? So today's power mantra is be ready in your positions. Be ready in your positions. I'm going to share a power mantra with you all. So the power mantra for today is do good and feel good. When you do good stuff, you feel good. And the more you feel good, you feel like doing good stuff. And when you give selflessly, when you think about others selflessly, you have a really good feeling. So today's power mantra is, everybody, let's chant it together. Do good and feel good. Shall we repeat it? Do good and feel good. Okay? So, to unleash our power of selflessness, whenever we see someone in pain, whenever we see someone in a helpless condition, we shall think about this power mantra that the more I do good, even the person in front of me will feel good and even I will feel good. Okay, so shall we now move on to the Kahoot? Are we ready? So the link to the Kahoot shall be flashed in your chat box. You can all quickly join into the Kahoot. Is everybody in? Shall we begin the Kahoot? Okay, we are going to wait for a minute more. Okay, I guess everybody is in now. Okay, shall we begin? Okay, so everyone's excited to know the inner superhero that you have developed by listening to today's session. Okay? Okay. So let's check our inner superhero by today's quiz. So we'll start the quiz. So the first question is, what does selflessness mean? Option 1, giving without taking. Option 2, taking without giving. Option 3, giving and taking. And option 4, taking and giving. You have to choose one of the options, the correct answer. So what does selflessness mean? Yes, I can see many of them have choose the answer, selected the options. Okay, so selflessness means giving without taking. That's what Jivanand Ved did. So let's see the scoreboard superhero of right now. So Hridaya, Takshil, Parshva, Jai and Xezi. So let's move forward to the next question. So the next question is, what was the order of the treatment? Now in this question, you have to track the options and put it according to the sequence. So do you remember the session? How did Jivanand Ved did to cure the Muni Bhagwan's illness? What did he do first? Okay. Okay, very good. So what did he did? He first applied the Lakshapat oil so that all the worms can get out of the Muni Bhagwan's body and Muni Bhagwan can feel happy, he feel nice. And then he applied the Ratna Kambal so that all the worms can get into the Kambal, and then after removing the worms by the Kambal and the Lakshpat oil, he applied the Goshish Chandan, that is a paste of sandalwood. Okay, so now let's see the scoreboard superheroes. The superheroes Hridaya, Parshva, Xezi, Sanjana, Reet and Neve. Harsh. Now let's move forward to the next quiz. The next question is, what was Jivanand Ved's future? Option 1, Ajit Nath Swami. Option 2, Shri Sambhavnath Swami. Option 3, Shri Parshvanath Swami. Option 4, Shri Rishabh Dev Bhagwan. So who all remembered what was the future, the brightest future of Jivanand? Yes, the future of Jivanand was Shri Rishabh Dev Bhagwan. Okay, so our superheroes are Hridaya, Parshva, Zizi, Reet and Sanjana. Now the next question is, true or false? The Muni Bhagwan was Jivanand Ved's relative? Was he knowing the Muni Bhagwan or he wasn't knowing the Muni Bhagwan? Is it true or is it false? What do you all think? Yes, he wasn't a relative of Muni Bhagwan. Okay, so let's see the scoreboard superheroes. Hridaya, again Parshva, Zezi, Reed and Anyanan, Anvika. Very good. Let's move forward to the next question. Now here you have to type the answer. What is one of the easiest ways to become a Tirthankar? What do you all think? What can I do in today's birth so that in future even I also can become like Parmatma? You have to type one word answer in the box. Okay, very good. So what is the easiest way? There are 4 options: selfless service, selfless seva, seva and vayavat. Out of these 4 options, we can apply these 4 options in our life and we can also become like superhero. So the scoreboard says Hridaya, Parsha, Zizi, Reet and Anyanan. Okay, so let's move forward to the next question. So the next question is, what is the ultimate selfless motive of Jivanand and his friends behind helping the Muni Bhagwan? To become famous? Wanted to become famous? Or he wanted to get the precious gem studded blankets? Or he wanted to cure the Muni so that he can follow his Saheb life? Or he wanted to gain some blessings from the Muni? What do you think? What is the selfless motive? Okay, so his motive was to cure so that the Muni Bhagwan can follow his Sayam life peacefully. So the superhero shows Hridaya, Zizi, Reet, Arvi and Aksha. So let's move forward to the next question. The next is the Muni Bhagwan. Even Muni Bhagwan had so much pain. Was he in some bhav? It means unreactiveness, or was he in some reactions, in some emotions? Was it true or is it false? What is it? What do you all think? Yes, he was, even if he had so much pain, then too he was in sambhav. It means emotionless, unreactiveness. Okay, so let's see the scoreboards. Hridaya, Reet, Srizi, Hiya and Aksha. Okay, so let's move forward to the next question. Now, in this question, you have to grade yourself that after listening this session, how selfless I am. From 1 to 50 percentage, you have to grade yourself that I am 10% selfless, I am 50% selfless, or I am 5%, 2% selfless. Honestly, you have to grade yourself. Okay. Very good. Harsh to all the today's superheroes. So did you all enjoy today's quiz? So now let's see the today's superhero winners. The third position stands Zeet and Nif. Second superhero is Zizi. And fourth superhero is Hridaya. So harsh to three of them and harsh to all of them. We all have tried to inculcate the superhero qualities from today itself. Okay, so everybody enjoyed today's quiz and today's session. Yes. Okay, so now let's move forward to the next step to know about the Okay, so did you all enjoy the quiz? How many of you all got almost all the answers right? Okay, so now shall we move towards the end of the session? Before we end the session, a quick recap. What was the power mantra for today? Who's going to tell me? Arvi, will you tell us?
Do good and feel good.
Okay, so to develop this quality of selflessness within us, we are all going to try and recite the super mantra. Now, can I give you all a task for the day? Okay, can everybody put their hands like this? Check, how many fingers do you have? How many fingers do you have? 10? Okay, so every night before sleeping, we are going to look at our 10 fingers and check how many good selfless deeds did I do today. You have to check and count. Okay, I helped my mom today without expecting anything. I tried to help somebody walk across the street. I fed some bird or animal. In this way, We are going to look at our 10 fingers and count our selfless deeds. And we shall try to complete all 10 deeds every day. Can we try to do this? I'm going to ask you all tomorrow in tomorrow's session whether you all have done it or not. Okay? Okay. So, does anybody have any questions? You can raise your hand if you have any question. Yes, Ira?
So, how did the worms get in his body when he was ill?
He had some disease due to which these worms grew inside of his body. Okay?
And also, was the magic like magical or something like that?
No, no, no. The way he had applied that oil, right? That oil had some medicinal qualities due to which the worms left the Muni Bhagwan's body, and due to the blanket, by covering the Muni Bhagwan with the blanket, the worms came onto the blanket instead of the body. Okay? Any other questions? Midhansh, yes? Yes, Midhansh, can you unmute yourself? Okay, no problem. Till that time, Anaya and Nirvika.
I want.
Okay. Yeah? Yeah, now I can hear you.
I wanted to know, why do we celebrate Paryushan?
Why do we celebrate Paryushan? So, like I said, one thing is to develop good qualities within us. And the second thing is, like everybody said, to apologize for whatever sins we have done throughout the year. Do you know what Bhagwan has said? There are 4 chances that Bhagwan gives us to get rid of our sins. Okay? The first chance is by doing pratikaman daily. How many of you all know what pratikaman means? Does everybody know that? What is pratikaman? Apologizing for all our sins, right? Apologizing for all our mistakes. Whatever we must have done throughout the day, throughout the year, throughout the month, right? So the first chance that Bhagwan gives us is you can apologize for your sins daily and get rid of them. Bhagwan says that if it is not possible for you to do pratikaman daily, I give you an option of doing it fortnightly, every 15 days. That is Paki pratikaman, right? And another option that Bhagwan gives is, okay, even if you can't do it every fortnightly, you can at least do it every 4 months, quarterly. And even if you can't do it quarterly, you can at least try to do it once a year. And what is that one day? When you do pratikaman once a year? Anaya?
Last day of Paryushan?
Correct. The last day of Paryushan, that is called Samvatsari, right? So Bhagwan says this is your last chance to apologize for whatever sins you have done throughout the year. At least you should try to apologize on the last day of Paryushan. So these 8 days, these 7 days before the Samvatsari are to make ourselves ready to realize and calculate all our sins, and on the 8th day we try to get rid of all of them. Okay, so that is why we celebrate Paryushan, so that we can rid ourselves from all our sins. We can atone for our sins. Okay, any other questions? Yes, Ira?
In Paryushan, do you fast?
You can fast. It's not compulsory, but it's a good thing if you fast because it helps you reduce your karmas. It becomes a helpful tool to reduce your karmas. Okay? So, how many of you all are fasting this Paryushan? Some kind of fast. Upvas, Aimbil, Ekashnu, Beashnu, Chovyar, some kind of tapasya. How many of you all are going to do it? Wow, that's great. If you all are going to do Ekashnu, can you raise your hands like this? Can you show me if you're going to do an Ekashnu? Okay, how many of you all are going to do an Uppas? You can show your hands like this. Okay, many of you all are going to do Uppas. And how many of you all are going to do Aimbil? Raise your hands. Okay, that's great. So do you all want the Pachkhan for today? Shall I give the Pachkhan? Okay, join your hands if you want Upvasna Pachkhan. Okay, those who want Upvasna Pachkan, join your hands. Upvas uprant divyam piyaharam Pachkan, asnam khaimam saimam, anathana bhoginam sahasa garinam, sabal samahi vatyagarinam, appanam वो सिरेहा. तपस्या करने वाले को धन्यवाद धन्यवाद. Let us all do anumodana of the tapasvis. Let us all do the pray. Let us all.
अनुमोदना 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 अनुमोदना
Okay, by doing anumodana, we bind karmas, we bind punya by which we can also do tapasya in the future. So even if you cannot perform tapasya yourself, you should at least praise others, do the anumodana of others who are doing tapasya, right? Okay, now who wants Ekashnana Pachkan? Join your hands. If you want Ekashnana Pachkan. Ekashna uprant divyam piyaharam Pachkan, asnam khaimam saimam, anattana bhoginam sahasagarinam savasamahi vatyagarinam appanam वो सिरे. तपस्या करने वाले को धन्यवाद धन्यवाद. Okay, and does anybody want Aimbilna Pachkan? You can join your hands if you want Aimbilna Pachkan. Aimbil viyam tivyam piyaram Pachkan, asnam khaimam saimam, leva levinam, sabasamahi vatyagarinam appanam वो सिरे. तपस्या करने वाले को धन्यवाद धन्यवाद. Very good, amazing. All of y'all who are doing tapasya, y'all are helping your soul get rid of karmas even more. Okay, so tomorrow we are again going to meet at this same time for this session. Yes, Kahan?
Ma'am, I have done like till now 2 chovyas.
Okay, great.
And I still haven't eaten because the sun hasn't risen.
Okay, that's great. That's really nice. Okay, so shall we? Yes, Anya?
You never did the Piasno.
You have done a Beashnu? Okay, those who want Beashnu na Pachkan, join your hands. Beashna uprant divyam piyaram Pachkan, asnam khaimam saimam, anathana bhoginam, sahasagarinam, savasamahi vatyagarinam appanam वो सिरे. तपस्या करने वाले को धन्यवाद धन्यवाद. Okay, great. So shall we end today's session? Okay. Let us all join our hands for Manglik. नमो अरिहंताणम नमो सिद्धाणम नमो आयर्याणम नमो वैसायणम नमो लोये सवसाहुणम. Shatari Manglam Arihanta Manglam Siddha Manglam Sahu Manglam Kevli Panatto Dhammo Manglam Chatari Loguttama Arihanta Loguttama Siddha Loguttama Sahu Loguttama Kevli Panatto Dhammo Loguttamo Chatari Sharanam Pavachami Arihante Sharanam Pavachami Siddhe Sharanam Pavachami Sahu Sharanam Pavachami Kevli Panattam Dhammam Sharanam Pavachami चार शरणा दुखरना मंगल करना अवर शरण नहीं कोई जो भव्य प्राणी आदरे अक्षय अविचल पद होय
गुरु गौतम ने समरिए मन वांछित फल दातार भावे भावना भाविए भावे दीजे दान भावे धर्म आराधिए भावे केवल ज्ञान भावे पद निर्वाण
तो आया ही वन्दामि न मनसामि सक्कारेमि सम्मानेमि कल्याणं मङ्गलं देव्यं चेयं पज्वासामि मत्थेन वन्दामि तिक्खुतो आयाहीनं पयाहीनं वन्दामि न मनसामि सक्कारेमि सम्मानेमि कल्याणं मङ्गलं देव्यं चेयं पज्वासामि मत्थेन वन्दामि तिक्खुतो आयाहीनं पयाहीनं वन्दामि न मनसामि सक्कारेमि सम्मानेमि कल्याणं मङ्गलं देव्यं चेयं पज्वासामि मत्थेन वन्दामि
Okay, so did you all enjoy today's session? Yes? Okay, how many of you all are going to join tomorrow? And how many of you all will inspire some of your friends as well to join tomorrow? Okay, great. So, tomorrow we are going to talk about the marvel of memories. Okay, and to discover this superpower, to learn about this superpower, let us all join tomorrow to see how our memories work and what is this superpower. Okay, so we shall all meet tomorrow. How many of you all have some or the other Shashan Prabhavak in your area? Does anybody have any Shashan Prabhavak Didis or sirs in your area? How many of you all are attending their session? Some of you all are. Okay, great. And rest of all are joining in the online session, right? Okay, great. Okay, so we shall all see you soon tomorrow. Jai Jinendra.
In the darkest days, I feel your grace. Through the highs and lows, you guide my way. Every step
सुकून कौन सा है जो तुझ में बसा है, तेरी शरण पाकर तेरा ही बनना है। तुझसे मिला सहारा, हर पल मुझको संभाला, तुम ही हो मेरी दुनिया, मुझ में तू ही समाया। कृपा जो तेरी बरसे ये जीवन संवर जाए। ओ गुरुदेव,
Every day I have been waiting for you. Oh Param, be with me. I have wished you for 1,000 years. I wish you for 1,000 more. And all along I believe I would find you. Time has brought me near to you. I have wished you for 1,000 years. I wish you for 1,000
और कुछ भी मैं ना चाहूं, मैं तो चाहूं संग तेरा। मैं न जानूं तू ही जाने, अपने जैसा ही मुझको बना दे। ओ गुरुदेव,